What's up, Wrestling Region family? You need to stop what you're doing right now because we've got breaking news that's shaking WWE to its core. Nick Aldis has just made a decision that no one saw coming. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair have been fired, and the reason behind it is absolutely mind-blowing. Stick around because this story gets crazier by the second. Before we dive into the bombshell details, let me set the stage for you. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair have been two of the most dominant forces in WWE's women's division. Their partnership seemed unstoppable, their chemistry undeniable, and their future seemingly cemented in the company. As WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, they were riding high, delivering incredible matches and captivating millions of fans worldwide. But behind the glamour and the championship gold, something was brewing. Something that SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis couldn't ignore any longer. And when the hammer finally dropped, it sent shockwaves throughout the entire wrestling industry. Sources close to the situation are now revealing that tensions between Aldis and the tag team champions had been building for weeks. It wasn't just one incident, it was a pattern of behavior that finally pushed the SmackDown GM to his breaking point. According to insider reports, there were multiple instances of unprofessional conduct backstage. We're hearing about missed appearances at promotional events, disputes over creative direction, and conflicts with other superstars in the women's locker room. But here's where it gets really interesting, the final straw wasn't what anyone expected. The breaking point came during a crucial production meeting last week. Both Jade and Bianca allegedly refused to follow the creative team's directions for an upcoming storyline that would have seen them defend their titles against an up-and-coming tag team. Multiple witnesses reported that the confrontation became heated, with both superstars questioning Aldis's authority and decision-making in front of other talent and production staff. Now, if you've been following Nick Aldis's tenure as SmackDown General Manager, you know he's been firm but fair. He's built a reputation for running a tight ship while respecting the talent. But disrespect and insubordination, that's where he draws the line. According to sources within WWE, Aldis held an emergency meeting with WWE management, including Triple H and other key decision-makers. He reportedly presented a detailed account of the ongoing issues, including documentation of missed obligations and the recent confrontation. The message was clear: this behavior couldn't continue if SmackDown was going to maintain its professional standards. What makes this situation even more complicated is the timing. WWE is in the middle of negotiating new television deals, building toward major premium live events, and trying to maintain the momentum they've built over the past year. Having two of their most visible champions creating backstage drama was simply untenable. The decision was made swiftly. Both Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair were called into separate meetings and informed that their contracts were being terminated effective immediately. The WWE Women's Tag Team Championships were vacated, and plans were put in motion to crown new champions. The wrestling world is absolutely buzzing with reactions to this stunning development. Social media exploded within minutes of the news breaking, with fans, wrestlers, and industry insiders all weighing in. Former WWE superstars have taken to Twitter to share their thoughts. Some have expressed shock and disbelief, while others have hinted that they saw this coming based on backstage whispers. Several wrestlers have praised Nick Aldis for having the courage to make a tough decision, emphasizing that no one should be above the rules regardless of their star power or championship status. Meanwhile, fans are divided. Some support Aldis's decision, arguing that professionalism and respect for the business should always come first. Others are devastated to lose two of the most talented and charismatic performers in WWE, questioning whether the situation could have been handled differently. Wrestling journalists and podcasters are working overtime to get more details, with multiple sources confirming the basic facts while adding their own insights into what led to this dramatic conclusion. The immediate impact of this decision cannot be overstated. WWE now has vacant women's tag team championships and needs to quickly pivot their storylines heading into the next premium live event. Creative teams are reportedly working around the clock to develop new angles and determine which tag teams will compete for the vacant titles. Beyond the immediate logistical challenges, this situation sends a powerful message throughout the WWE roster. No matter how talented you are, no matter how over you are with the fans, there are standards of conduct that must be maintained. This could actually have a positive long-term effect on locker room culture, establishing clear boundaries and expectations for all performers. From a business perspective, WWE will need to carefully manage the fallout. Both Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair have massive social media followings and lucrative merchandise sales. The company will need to shift marketing strategies and potentially accelerate the pushes of other women's tag teams to fill the void. There's also the question of how this affects WWE's relationship with other major stars. Will this make talent think twice before challenging creative decisions? Or will it create an environment where concerns are addressed more constructively before they escalate to this level? Let's zoom out for a moment and look at what this really means for professional wrestling as a whole. We're seeing a shift in how wrestling companies handle talent relations and backstage conduct. The days of tolerating bad behavior simply because someone draws money or moves merchandise are evolving. Nick Aldis, as a former world champion himself, understands the pressures and egos involved in this business. But he also understands that a functional, professional workplace is essential for long-term success. His willingness to make this difficult decision shows that WWE is committed to building a sustainable culture, not just chasing short-term gains. This situation also highlights the increasing importance of the general manager role in WWE's structure. These aren't just on-screen authority figures anymore, they have real backstage responsibilities and influence over roster management and creative direction. For other wrestling promotions, this incident serves as a case study in crisis management and the delicate balance between star power and organizational standards. So where do we go from here? The wrestling world is watching closely to see how this situation unfolds in the coming days and weeks. For WWE, the priority is moving forward with their programming while minimizing disruption to existing storylines. Expect to see an announcement soon about a tournament or multi-team match to crown new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Names being mentioned include teams like Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, Damage Control members, and possibly some NXT call-ups to shake things up. As for Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, their futures are now uncertain. Will they take time away from wrestling to regroup? Could they end up in another promotion? Or is there a possibility of reconciliation down the road if both sides can find common ground? In wrestling, never say never. We've seen bigger comebacks and more surprising returns. Nick Aldis's authority and decision-making will likely be a focal point of SmackDown programming going forward, either directly or indirectly. This real-life situation could inform storylines and add an extra layer of authenticity to his on-screen persona. Wrestling Region Family. This is one of those stories that reminds us that professional wrestling is a complex business with real people, real emotions, and real consequences. What seemed like an unstoppable partnership has come to a shocking end, and the ripple effects will be felt throughout WWE for months to come. What do you think about Nick Aldis's decision? Was he right to take such drastic action, or should WWE have tried to work things out? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear from every single one of you. If you enjoyed this breaking news coverage, smash that like button, subscribe to Wrestling Region 200 if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll be following this story closely and bringing you all the latest developments as they happen. Until next time, this is Wrestling Region, and remember, in this business, expect the unexpected.